Alright, boys and girls, it is your boy Tigu, and I don't know how I don't know how long I'm gonna be talking for here, but considering it is the start of February already, January has just completely flown by. I want to take a little bit and just talk about how January went, and in terms of, you know, gym progress and in terms of reaching my goal, whatever that may be, and obviously tell you what my goal is this time around in terms of body composition, physique composition, that kind of thing. So yeah, let's talk about it. I don't know how long it's gonna go for. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna say, so this might be a little disjointed. That's the word. Disjointed, if you will. So first things first, you know, I finished my cut in November, right? It's February now, so it's been 2 months, right? And after finishing my cut, right, at first I said I'm gonna just bulk, you know, like normal, right? Gain weight, get a little puffy, gain some muscle hopefully under all that. I mean, definitely gonna be gaining some muscle under all that puff, the fluff and puff. Then cut later and be pretty lean and look nice and everything again. But it is 2 months later, and for those of you who've been following my Instagram or anything, you will see that I am not really puffy or anything at all. In fact, it hardly looks like I've gained any weight, and that's because that's exactly the case. It's 2 months later. I have gained, I think I was at 151, 152 when I finished that cut, when I did that those progress physique update kind of things. And 2 months later, I just weighed myself this morning and I was bloated still. I was 154. So in 2 months, I've gained 2 pounds, if that. But on the plus side though, even though it's just 2 pounds, I feel like I've put on a pretty decent amount of muscle within those 2 pounds, because this is where the January progress comes into play. January has been, I'm actually super happy and proud, I guess, because it has been my most consistent month in the gym since I left Japan. You know, in Japan, I was super consistent. When I first cut, I was 6 days a week, no matter what, right? And then kind of life got in the way once I came back to Texas. Oh my gosh, life kind of got in the way since I came back to Texas. And yeah, it's gym consistency definitely was not as there as it was in Japan. But in January, I just counted. See, check this out, guys. I have this, I've got this very handy dandy app that I use called Rep Count, where I keep track of all my workouts. I don't know if it's actually showing, boom, whatever. Anyways, I just counted all the January workouts, and there's 23 workouts in January. 23. There's 31 days in January, right? That means I missed 8 days. 4 weeks, 8 days. That means I missed 2 days a week, which means I went 5 times every week in January. And I know that because I literally only missed the days that I had to go for tournament work, like in another city, or scheduled rest days. So I knew that I was doing pretty well in terms of consistency, and it feels really good. Even though some days are a little hard, you know, still went there. And to be honest, it really, for those of you following the channel a little bit, you know, I've started to train one of my tennis students, Eli, in the gym. We started up in the gym at the beginning of January, and to be honest, that has been a huge help actually to me in a way, because you know, when it's just yourself, right, sometimes, especially when you're doing a lot of physical activity as your work, right, it's easy to say you're tired and be like, man, like, I'm not feeling it right now, like I need this rest, and just skip the gym. But when I'm training, when I'm like taking somebody under my wing in a sense, right, and I'm training them and I want a good result, kind of, because, you know, whatever result they make, it's gonna be somewhat attached to my name, right? Because if people ask them like, how did you do that, like what did you do, they're gonna put the name, it's gonna come back to my name in one way or another. And I don't want to like half-ass this training, you know what I mean? I don't want to skip days for no reason. You know, we got to get in there and do it. And so in a way, it's really holding me accountable as well. And then also it's just really enjoyable to go with somebody, you know, it's like, it's fun. And I love teaching like the workouts and teaching how you actually make progress in the gym. Is really entertaining for me. So that has helped a lot. Man, my throat. But yeah, that has helped a lot. just in terms of accountability. And like I said, it's fun, so I don't really mind it. It doesn't feel like, I don't feel like, man, I gotta go to the gym today, this sucks. Like, no, we get in there and it's pretty fun. Although we definitely do take a little longer than we need to because there's some BSing going on. Like, I don't think there's, maybe only once or twice we've been in there for under 2 hours, and it's not like we're working out the whole 2 or 3 hours. It's like there's a lot of breaks in between, talking and stuff, and teaching as well. The beginning took a really long time just because you got to teach every little thing, you know, and walk them through the exercises. So that's really helped in terms of consistency for myself. Now, to talk about my goal, that was, wow, I just went way off tangent there. Yeah, to talk about my goal though, like I said, so since it's been 2 months already and I haven't really gained much weight, you know, back in the day when I tried to bulk and get, you know, big and swole and stuff, I would literally aim for 1 pound a week. Okay, if you're trying gaining 1 pound a week, do you think you're actually gaining 1 pound of muscle every single week for like 8 weeks straight? Probably not. You know, there's gonna be a lot of water, a lot of fat, a lot of glycogen storage in the muscles there. So, you know, and I've been, honestly, like when I see myself now, like certain parts of my body I feel like are really blowing up, and that's definitely due to the consistency as well, but maybe it's also just like the training is part of it. And so I've kind of thought, like, you know, I'm not even getting that fat right now, and I'm gaining, like, I'm making pretty good gains. I feel like my strength's going up, my muscles just look better. So and then it really kind of solidified. I don't know how, but randomly I just discovered a channel on YouTube. It's called, the guy's name is Greg Doucette, I think that's his name. I think a lot of people who are into like bodybuilding will know him, but he's very, how should I say it? Like very, is it crass the right word? Very blunt, pulls no punches when he's talking, coach. And he talks about a lot of topics, you know, and one of his biggest things, it seems like, that I just watched a bunch of videos about today, is that you're able to gain muscle without getting fat and sloppy. You know, he's really a huge, is the word proponent? He's a big, dude, my vocabulary is just slipping right now. Anyways, he's a very big advocate of gaining muscle without being too sloppy, while pretty much keeping your abs even, you know. And somewhat to a degree, I don't know, I kind of feel like I actually believed, yeah, you do need to get fat to get muscle. And it makes sense because, yeah, you'll be able to lift more because you weigh more and everything. But at the same time, I always have thought in the back of my mind, the cutting process is pretty long. And when you're staying like at a caloric deficit for such a long while, like it's always in the back of my mind, like you got to be losing some muscle there, right? Especially when you're doing it for so long. So if you stay lean though, you don't have to really cut for too long. So I feel like you'll be able to hold on to more, you know. That's like one of my debates for myself. Like, it's like, okay, let's say you gain a lot of muscle, but then you lose a lot of muscle too when you're cutting for such a long period of time, as opposed to gaining maybe a little less muscle but then keeping a majority of it, you know. Maybe it balances out. And, you know, I'm all about, when I started my channel, the first time I bulked and cut, you know, it was all about anybody following along. You can kind of see my progress and use that, like, learn from my experiences, because I'm actually doing it and showing it to you. And I guess this is gonna be a new thing for me, because I haven't done, I guess, like a real legitimate lean bulk where I just stay pretty lean, don't just get sloppy, don't get freaking puffy face, and try to gain as much muscle as possible while staying lean. And so this time I think that's gonna be the goal. I'm gonna stay pretty lean, and it just helps because I'm a tennis coach now, guys. I play a lot of tennis. It just helps. Like, it does not help to be super puffy on the tennis court, that's for damn sure. So I think this time's definitely gonna be, I'm gonna try to stay lean and then see how much muscle and strength I can build during this time, and then we'll cut at the end of this lean bulk. I don't know how long it's gonna go for, but I just want to try it like this time. So the macros are not going to be shifting like crazy like they normally are. But yeah, I'm just going to document it slowly, and I've been doing a pretty good job of recording a couple of exercises here and there every single time I've been going to the gym. Yep, so I guess that's pretty much it. You know, that's what I want to let you guys know about my goal this time for the bulking, cutting, physique goal. And look, I know like a lot of people are like, no, you can't do that, you gotta gain weight and whatever, and I believe that too in the past. But look, you know, before I just agree to something like that and say for fact, right, I'm gonna do it myself and learn by experiencing it, you know. So you guys can do it, you know, by listening to other people, or you can see my experience, or you can do it yourself as well. But for those who want to see maybe somebody try it, you know, I'm pretty sure you can watch somebody else, but you can watch me as well if you want to. We're gonna see how far I can get, how well this goes this time, doing it like this. Anyways, that's gonna end this one, guys. I will see you in the next one.